Hello, this is Micène Fontaine, Executive Director for Design Art Seminars.
Hi, I'm Lynne Wilkinson and I am 2 degrees off center.
All right, so we wanted to talk to you briefly about the 2017 course topics that we've decided to develop. And first, I thought it was important that we actually talk about how we come up with those course ideas. I mean, we don't randomly come up with course topics. I mean,
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay,
yeah.
fine.
So one of the things that we do is we have obviously conversations with everybody we meet when we are on the road.
Complete strangers, man on the street, taxi drivers, anybody, hairdresser.
Yeah, that's what Lynne does. What I do is I talk to people who are actually attending the classes and find out what it is that they might be interested in. So that's one of the ways. The other ways, of course, is trade publications, blogs, newsletters, these type of things, and find out what is actually seeping through and might be impacting interior design and architecture in the next few months or few years.
Pretty
depending.
much. And I read everything. I read science, journals, National Geographic. You'd be amazed how you can spot what the trends are that are going around the world.
And I think that's the point. And of course, the last one is the trade shows. So, we take all of that and come up with course ideas. And for this year, we came up with 4. And so Lynne is going to tell you a little bit more about the 4 topics. And the first one is life or designing for life in the digital age.
No, it's not. It's not designing life in the digital age. It's designing for the tech age. You'll get to find out which one of us wins this argument by the time we get there. We won't.
I will.
He can put it in his stuff, mine will be different. So anyways, I think this is going to be kind of fun because we went to the Consumer Electronics Show. And y'all, if you've never been to this thing, it is mind-numbing. It's pretty much anything with a wire that could be sold to a human being. And
anything.
We were really shocked and stunned to realize how much the design industry is going to be changing in the very near future and down the long road. And so this class is really fun. It's going to be about the whole new tech age.
Digital life.
No, tech age for home, work, and play. And this is what our clients, this whole new wave of millennial clients that we have coming towards us, this is kind of their normal way of doing life. It's been around them since the cradle. And then the second one we get into is social justice and mindfulness.
Yeah.
And this is playing on a lot of what's going on in the world, that architecture and design is really being used now, that we are the agents of social change. Did you know that you were a secret social agent? You are. And you're going to get to find out more about that.
A change agent.
A change agent. You're not just making change for people on the street, the homeless guys again. We're really making big changes there. And so the next one we're getting into is the modular design. And modular design, I hate to say that word because everybody immediately flashes back to the 1970s.
You do.
Oh God, yeah, it's bad.
You don't want it.
Bad. But this is the cool stuff. This is how they are making a 14-story apartment building, and you can put this thing together on a job site in 72 hours. And so as we're getting to this point where more people are moving into cities than ever before, we really need to do something about how can we build housing for them faster, more economical, and to a 32nd of an inch engineering tolerance that I guarantee Bubba the Framer ain't giving you a 32nd of an inch tolerance. I don't care how good that guy is. And then the last one we're going to be getting into is hospitality.
And that's the one I'm most excited about because I love hotels, and I'm very excited to see that they are reinventing themselves so that when you're at hotel in Budapest or in Singapore, it looks like you are in Budapest or Singapore.
It doesn't look like you're in Cleveland?
Right, and that,
nice.
and when you're in Cleveland, it should look like you're in Cleveland.
God, what would a hotel in Cleveland look like?
Don't know, but anyway, so that's the point. The point is hospitality is reinventing itself, and that's really down to residential and other parts of design and architecture.
And hospitality is now having a huge influence on residential. So this is going to have a lot of ripples in the pond of how this is starting to affect things. And again, we're seeing new clients and new markets that are evolving that we have to address.
So bottom line is designing for the digital life slash tech age.
No.
Social justice, which may not be everybody's cup of tea, but that's in the cards for interior designers and architects. Modular design and architecture, and finally how hospitality is changing the game in interior design and architecture. So
There's a
hang-ons.
lot of fun things coming.
Absolutely. So stay tuned. We'll be coming to you live or online or on demand, however you...
I will get to you from many different ways.
So hang tight, and we'll be back on with more. Once again, I'm Micène Fontaine for Design Art Seminars.
And I'm Lynne Wilkinson, and I am 2 degrees off center, and I look forward to seeing you in class soon.
Yes, she most definitely is.